Hello everyone, this is DavidViadel23 and welcome to the Mandrago's Cave. Today we are gonna be talking about Emporio Ivankov from One Piece. Yeehaw! So this is the signature shout from Iba. Iba is a character that I love the design. He is a guy who has a power, Akuma no Mi, of the hormone fruit, and basically he can inject himself with hormones and pass between man and woman. So he's kind of he's the queen of Kamabaka, the kingdom of Kamabaka, and he is very particular about transforming everyone he's looking around, or all his followers or his nakamas are transformed as well. And his design comes 100% from Dr. Frankenfurter. It's a character from the movie Rocky Horror Picture Show, a bizarre and very extravagant movie, and it is something that they copied the design for the outfit, the hair, the makeup, everything. So Oda, like we have, for example, Enel, that is really similar to Eminem, for example. Then we have the Ivankov design from Dr. Frankenfurter. Okay, so I love the Ivankov design. So what I wanna do is obviously maybe even take it a little bit more into the cartoony realm, maybe like we sometimes do here. Okay, very big face. It reminds me a lot this type of design. You may agree with me to some of the Akira Toriyama designs from before Dragon Ball, from the Arale story. In the Arale story, Dr. Slump story, we have all these short guys, a little bit more thick, a little bit more big head guys, disproportionate, cartoonized characters. And I think even if we have Iba taken from the Rocky Horror Picture Show, I'm 100% sure he is, Oda is as well taking reference from Akira Toriyama, Dr. Slump, to create this character. The head is massive, okay, only when he is in his male form. When he is in his girl form, the hair is a little bit more proportionate. She's more elegant when she's a girl, okay. So I wanna do some basic sketches. Let's kind of create some shapes where I'm gonna be making the face. And the body, I think I want to even exaggerate it a little bit more and make it more tiny than normal, so we can have this proportion a little bit more extra there, the extra mile there. Okay, Ivankov, we meet when we go into Impel Down. We are defeated by Magellan, okay, we are gonna die. So we end up, because Bon-chan, Mr. Chu save us. We love Mr. Chu. We haven't done a drawing here in the channel yet, but we will definitely do one. So we have Bon following this legend of a mysterious, a magical guy, like a guy who can heal everyone, called Emporio Ivankov. He knew he was trapped, he was in prison for many years, but as soon as he kind of starts investigating there, he realizes that well, he's kind of escaping, trying to save Luffy, and what we see, what he experiences is that he learns that this guy died, or this guy disappeared so long, like years ago. He disappeared. And the whole story ends up by realizing that there is actually a secret level in between levels in Impel Down called 5.5, and there is like a secret layer of people who have gender mixed, and they are wearing clothes from the other gender as well. And all of this is because Ivankov is the leader. Ivankov is kind of transforming them there, not because and they are unwilling to be transformed because they are being saved by Ivankov. They are kind of followers of him, and this is what Bone and Luffy encounter in this area. Okay, so let's do this kind of as well, a little bit of Dracula kind of design for the outfit with this kind of body, and the design with the spikes here on the top. Very nice, like this. Like this. When Oda draws something weird like this, like it's the head is bigger, the outfit is very extravagant, the facial expression is crazy, like a crazy person, and shouting all the time and everything. I love it, and I like to draw these characters as well. Like I like to draw the bulky characters as well. So Ivankov ends up saving us. He injects hormones for survival to Luffy. Luffy fights the poison from Magellan, and he ends up in a record time recovering. He obviously adds some adrenaline at the end, so Luffy is able to escape from Impel Down and go and chase Ace, to rescue Ace in the war, in the Marineford war. And something very very important that we have with this guy, with this character, is the connection with Crocodile. While Luffy is running around, rescuing some of these big names and trying to escape now from Impel Down, he reaches Crocodile's cell. Crocodile is the famous sentence that was basically one of my favorite sentences in the whole story, is that famous Sachiburi dara Mugiwara. So that's one of those for me is like the trademark, like the logo in One Piece, like the scar for Luffy, like the straw hat for Luffy, but with Crocodile. So Luffy agrees to free him. He didn't want to because Ivankov says, "Hey, don't worry about it, because I have Crocoboy under control. I know his secret and I can control him." And you see the face of Crocodile there in the manga and in the anime, that he's ashamed, or he doesn't want anyone to know what Ivankov knows. Okay, and there's been a lot of speculation about this. Kind of Crocodile was a girl before. Just this is the theory. This is the everyone is talking about. I think that is 100% true. After this, we go into Marineford and we see. I'm gonna be talking a little bit about Crocodile in connection with Ivankov. Okay. After all of this encounter here, we end up going to Marineford with this small team that Luffy has gathered, and this is Ivankov, Jinbe, that Jinbe is there rescue as well, Crocodile, Mr. 3, Buggy, a lot of prisoners from Impel Down, etc, etc. Okay, there is a nice group there. Dash Bones is there as well, Mr. 1 with Crocodile, and they go to Marineford. They start fighting, trying to rescue Ace, but all of them have different agendas, obviously. Crocodile wants to straight away attack Whitebeard, Shirohige, and his attacks and his intents are frustrated by other people like Luffy, Marco, etc. And we learn that Crocodile has a grudge against Whitebeard. Whitebeard basically in the past wiped him out of the map. He destroyed him, and even he destroyed his crew, and we don't touch that more in the story. Okay, Crocodile goes his way, Whitebeard ends up dying, and it is something that as we go more into the story, and then we have the the cross guild forming and everything, meaning there will be more story about Boggy, more story about Mihawk, and especially more story about Crocodile. Crocodile is one of the main characters, even if we don't want to accept it. He's one of the bad guys, main character, and I always said it here. I have a very nice video about Crocodile that I'm gonna be putting here in how he is gonna be the lead or the head of the attack towards the world government with the mechanical ancient weapons, okay? In that video I talk about Crocodile specifically and his connection. Apologies in advance because it's one of my first videos, I think it's the second or the third video in the channel, and obviously I'm talking more slow, I'm talking more, I don't know what to say sometimes because, you know, it's the uncomfortability of being one of the first videos, to be honest. But after that point, I've done many theories where I mention him, and specifically I'm gonna put another one here explaining, while drawing Shirahoshi, explaining the whole concept of the mechanical ancient weapons and how Crocodile, Enel, and Doflamingo will be these three guys taking up the three mechanical ancient weapons. And this is one of my favorite theories in the channel. It is one of your favorite theories in the channel as well, because you have said it in some of the comments, and I know, guys, thank you very much for that. Thank you for the support and the comments about this, and for sharing as well, so other people can actually see and think about that theory to see if it is a possibility or not. But what I think it happened there, because in the war we see that Crocodile hates to the core the Gorusei and the world government, and there is like a problem with the world government and a problem with Whitebeard. So I think what happened there is he was working for the world government with a good position, like a dog for the world government, even before being Shichibukai, when he was younger. Then he was tasked in finding Pluton. He was given instructions to go to ARABASTA to find Pluton and everything. This is after he was already transformed. I think he was transformed. Before all of that, in his youth, her youth, I think he was destroyed by Whitebeard. That is the grudge with Whitebeard, and he was gonna die. He happened to be very close to Ivankov, or he happened to be friends with Ivankov. Ivankov said, the only way of saving you, I know you are a proud person, a proud woman, but the only way of saving you is to transforming you into a man after injecting you with these hormones, and it will save your life, like we have seen several times that Ivankov has done with himself, to be able to not die with a poison from Magellan, or to be able to keep fighting like Luffy, etc., etc. So I think that is what the deal that Ivankov offered Crocodile, in this case female Crocodile. I think Crocodile there said, there is no chance, there is no way I'm gonna accept this, but Ivankov, with his, let's say, camaraderie, like being nakama, let's say, I would say, of Crocodile, said, you know, whatever you say, I don't care, I'm gonna do this anyway, I'm gonna transform you anyway. And then Ivankov left, and Crocodile obviously ended up very sour. Even if he saved his life, he ended up very sour. And that is the connection I think Crocodile has with Ivankov. And then Crocodile went on with his problems, that I will do a specific video going more in the story of Crocodile with the world government. And I think he basically saved Crocodile. I think his secret is that. There is a lot of speculation online as well, and connection of Ivankov, well, transforming Crocodile, and Crocodile being possibly Luffy's mom. I would like it if it was like that. Yes, me, I would like it. As a fan of many years, it is something that I would like. It can be very interesting. It can explain many things. It is gonna happen. It will be Oda's decision if this is gonna happen or not. But I doubt that is something that Oda is gonna be touching, okay? I think Luffy's mother comes from another story, and I explain it many times, and I will do one specifically. Maybe we do like a silhouette of Luffy's mom or something, invented silhouette or something like that, but I think that comes from another line, and I will talk about it in another theory, okay? With the whole story, let's carry on a little bit with Iva, because we want to talk about Iva, okay? With Iva's story, obviously after the war, he ends up coming back to Kamabaka. During the whole story, we learn that he is one of the founders, he is one of the nakama of Dragon, okay, from the Revolutionary Army in Asuma as well. We learn of these guys being revolutionaries at the very beginning of meeting them. We see as well, look at this, look at this face, like this, it's so cool. We see as well that basically we have the connection with Kuma. Kuma is there as well with this revolutionary army. We learn this as well later in the story. And basically, as the story goes on, Iva, obviously, his saga is done, Impel Down is done, Marineford is done, and he has less and less importance. And he goes into this kind of, let's say, second pod of people that they are there, they are important, but they are not doing much as far as we are seeing, like Dragon, okay? Dragon is not moving, and everyone wants him to move. So, what happens next is very interesting, because there is a moment where we have this... how do you call it? A flashback. We have this flashback of God Valley with the whole story of Kuma, etc., etc. And we learn that Kid Ivankov happened to be in God Valley with Kid Kuma and Kid Genie. Genie is the sister. They are brother and sister. Genie said, I want to stay with Kumachi, I want to stay with him. And Ivankov said, that's good, you do your own adventure, I'm going to do my own, I'm going to go. And then he ends up meeting Dragon later on. But he was a kid, he was a slave from the government in God Valley. He was one of those that were going to be hunted and killed in God Valley by the God's Knights. And he ends up... kind of doing a mini revolution with Kuma and the other guys there. They end up stealing some of the fruits that they are the prize of this competition happening in God Valley. He ends up taking and eating the Horm-Horm, Kuma the Popo, and then Kaido takes the Kaido fruit with Big Mom, and they end up having as well other fruits there, okay, that we have. I have as well some theories about, because we know 3 fruits from there, but 3 other fruits we don't know. I think the other fruits that we had there in God Valley, that they didn't steal because someone else, here look, steal before. That was Chopper's fruit, Dalton's fruit, and Wapple's fruit. I think those 3 fruits, together with Kaido's fruit, Kuma's fruit, and Ivankov fruit, were the 6 prizes in God Valley, okay? So, I'm gonna do as well... because I love when she's doing Death Wink! And then she kind of throws one of those massive attacks. I'm gonna do the star, like this, like a line, and the broken like when it, like this. The cape, let's not forget the cape, obviously. This is actually a cape, it's not a cloak, it's like a superhero. Kind of. And his kind of a skull is like this, like a demon or like a Oni type of thing with swords here as well, with broken swords. Like this. That we will do it with color in a bit, like this, okay? And let's just do... the gloves. He's wearing gloves as well. I want to know your opinion about Ivankov. What do you think about him? What do you think about her as well? Both versions. I like both. I like more this one when he is male, but you know, travestied like this and dressed like the woman and everything. And I like her girl design as well, and the fight with that she has in Impel Down with Sadi as well. That's a nice fight. Ivankov is super strong, and it's kind of a little bit of introducing the silliness now in GR5 and everything with Luffy and the way of fighting, because with Ivankov we kind of ended up learning a lot of crazy stuff when attacks comes to term. Because One Piece is very caricature and very comic-y, we know all of these. We know all of these attacks already, and everything can be more crazy, but we don't, let's say we don't see it much with other characters apart from Iba, that something is this kind of bizarre. I think it's kind of a little bit of introduction for the let's do 1 second this, trying to see how many of these corals we have everywhere, just so to make it make sense for the GR5. I'm saying like this, okay. I think something like this, and we're missing the crown. Let's do the crown 1 second. It's like I want to do it small, like this. Yeah, like this, I think it's good. Looks like Perona's crown a little bit as well. And the death wink. Nice. And then we need to do the chest a little bit as well here. Like this. I think something like this is enough for a sketch for now, and I'm gonna be doing the line work already. Okay, let's start with the face. I'm using again 0.2 fine liner unipin. Okay, let's do, as well as I said, I want to do it loose like this. I don't want to. What is going on with this pen? Oh, this pen, I think, died on me. Let's just find another one. I have here plenty. Maybe I try 0.3, another 0.2 maybe. Let's have a look to this one. Yeah, this one can do. The extravagance of the character, how loud he is and everything all the time, it is incredible. I love it so much. And Impel Down is one of my favorite sagas because you have fantastic characters and fantastic story development with people like Ivankov, Inazuma, Boggy, Mr. 3. You see kind of redemption arc. So if you hated Crocodile because what he did, and then here you see him in another way and you love him as well. Jinbei is kind of introduction for Jinbei as well, to see what is he gonna be doing, and kind of some information as well on Ace that he has and the connection with Ace that he has. And Impel Down is a very complete saga, I would say. It has a little bit of everything, and is there on top of the list that I have of my favorite sagas, to be honest. The lips are purple, so let's make sure I am not gonna paint them in black, because I am very used to just this. I'm very used to fill the spaces and fill the gaps with let's do like this, like this. Good. Nice face, I like it. And now all the massive hair that he has. I like the concept of connecting Ivankov with God Valley, connecting Ivankov beyond the revolutionaries with Kuma, with the concept of the slavery, with the concept of the Tenryubitos and everything. I like as well how we have this kind of brotherhood, sisterhood with Genie, and they are in theory they are blood related, and this is nice as well because it makes Kuma and him family for real, because you know Kuma is not Jory's Bonnie father, blood father, but is his father, or is her father, okay, and adopted father, and Bonnie was kind of experimented or created or made, or we don't know yet exactly 100%, I don't think we will ever know, maybe by Saturn and Saturn's people, and they experimented in Genie, and we had Bonnie with power. Without eating a fruit, Bonnie had power. That is very important as well. Let's do that. I forgot to do the, he has like some kind of jewelry here as well. This. Like this. It's looking nice. I like it. What do you think about the drawing? Feel free as well if you have any kind of favorite drawing in the channel that you want to say, oh, I like this, I like that, or I enjoy very much this one. Say it, because I appreciate as well to open conversation and to know as well what you like, what would you like to see as well. Say it, and I will 100% take it in consideration when I have like say, oh, I'm gonna be drawing this guy or this other one. I will definitely do it. Okay. This, now the legs as well, very thick, strong legs. It's gonna be like this, and in some designs they do here the legs, the stockings for the legs, they do them in kind of the same color that we have the clothing, like in pinkish, and some others they do it like black. I think I like more the black design. I'm gonna put it in black here. The skull is definitely dark, so we are gonna make the skull typical Oda pirate skull like this. Okay, good. When the whole story is happening, we are learning about God Valley, we are learning about Kuma's flashback, we are learning about a little bit about Ivankov and the God Valley story. We see the introduction of the God's Knights as well. And the God's Knights and Imu, the whole concept of Imu, and the God's Knights were there, they were destroying the whole thing, and we see when Sabo comes back, there is a conversation, very interesting conversation between Dragon, Sabo, and Ivankov, and they are talking about what Sabo saw in the chamber of the throne, in the throne chamber, and basically while they are talking there, Ivankov starts to drop a lot of lore that we didn't know anyone knew, but Ivankov seems to be a person who knows a lot of things, not because he is one of the leaders of the Revolutionary Army, but because I think he knows stuff and he's been in deep problems with the government and everything. So because of this, we see Ivankov clarifying or explaining that, oh, Imu, the Gorusei, blah blah blah, 800 years ago, blah blah blah, maybe they are living forever, maybe there is the immortality thingy, there's gotta be something like that, someone must have it. So he knows a lot of stuff, and it is something that I like about this character as well, that it is more than we expect and more than we kind of may even think. Okay, I don't discard the idea that we see more flashback coming from Ivankov's point of view, because even if he's not a main character, he's a support character, and we see this because he's supporting Luffy, he's been supporting Dragon, he's supporting Sabo, giving Sabo information as well and everything. So there is a lot to work there. I'm missing the circles here, and here has some circles as well. So this I think is our line work for Ivankov. Just want to see, make sure that we are in frame. Let's just move this a tiny bit, straighten up like this, okay? And now the time has come to start filling with color, okay? First of all, I have two very nice purples that, let's see how they look, or I can mix them or no, let's see. But this color, I like it, I like it. It looks very similar to the original, so let's try to do it like this. When I'm painting something like this, okay, let's say this is curly hair, I don't want to paint straight to see the lines. I'm trying to do circles. This is something that I do. If you are starting to learn how to draw, I have this collection of videos that I'm starting to teach you the very basics. If you have no clue, if you thought that, oh, I will never be able to draw anything. That collection, those couple of videos I have there are very good and very easy, that you can even do with your kids or with your friends or with your nephews or nieces if you have, even with you know, at home chilling. Very easy exercises to learn how to do the structure of a face for a very basic initial idea. How to do bodies, how to draw line of action, all of these very basic things in drawing. And maybe one day I can do color as well, so you can see texturing, how I'm actually doing these circles, because I want to do the curly aspect of them, okay? So this, and we said before, let's not forget about the lipstick is gonna be as well purple, okay? Here, like this. Like this. So at the beginning of the video, I kind of said that I love Ivankov. I love the personality, the design, the extravagance, the how crazy this guy is, and it is something very, very One Piece. You see these bizarre characters like Buggy. Buggy is a very bizarre character as well. If you think about it, if you would encounter Buggy in real life, that would be terrorific at least, okay? Let's do the face, painting the face like this with the browns, okay? He has these cheeks a little bit like Whitebeard. What do you think about the transformation of Crocodile? Do you think Crocodile was actually a girl before? And do you have any other theory maybe that it may explain why Crocodile was so concerned about Ivankov's knowledge? What Ivankov knows about Crocodile? If it is not what we are saying here, it's not the maybe he was a girl before, what can be? Do you have any idea that I may be very rooting for or interested, or is there something here in the channel that you may have thought it may be connected with Ivankov or with Ivankov behaviors? Let's say, I don't know, about Whitebeard, about someone like Dragon, for example. I want to know your opinion. I want to know your ideas as well. I want to open conversation in the comment section down below, okay? Because it's something that I enjoy a lot, and I'm checking all the time. If you say something, I'm checking there all the time. Let's do, and replying. Let's see. I'm at this point that we are enough people for me to see comments coming in and out, and likes coming in and out, and shares coming in and out, and for me to be able to reply, to answer to those messages as well, so that is very nice. I think we need to paint this a little bit like this. Maybe pink, we can use pink, or we can do it like this. I have multiple colors, okay? I have these reds, but these reds look like red, but when you paint them, and they have a little bit of pinky tone as well, okay? So what I want to do, what I want to try is, I'm going to do this test in this side, and this test, this one it is. It is exactly this color. I wanted to mix two colors, but then when I put this, I realized that with this one, we are set. We are good. What do you think? Yeah, it's looking nice. Inazuma is his number one, and we see Inazuma when he is terribly wounded because the poison as well, that he's injected as well, he's transformed as well. We meet Inazuma as male, and then we see him randomly as female. It's not even shown in the manga or in the anime how Ivankov transforms him, but I have to say this is because Iba has these healing properties. As I said, Bon-chan is looking for Iba to save Luffy because he knows the curative properties, how Iba is able to heal anyone, or even the people that is almost gonna die, like in the case of Luffy. So it is something that for me I find a connection with the Crocodile story. Okay, it can be a good connection there. Let's change the red to another red here to do. We have some reds for this, and we have as well some oranges. I had a yellow somewhere. Here is the yellow as well for the star. Let's not forget to paint the star like a star, obviously. Oh, I like it. The floor I want to do it dark like this because we are still in Impel Down, let's say. Okay, we're talking a lot about Impel Down today. Oh, it's looking so nice. So I say it a lot, but this is, I think, one of my favorite drawings in the channel so far. We are not theorizing today, we are just talking, having a chat, a chill chat about Iba, just basically having a conversation about what, where was she or he in the past, and the connections with Dragon. They form the initial freedom fighters, and then they reform them and they create the Revolutionary Army. And the Revolutionary Army wasn't called like that since day one. They had a first initial name, and then we see that all of them are very touched by the world government, very damaged by the world government, like Ivankov. Ivankov was a slave from them in God Valley, as I said. We see, we learn as well in his story how he gets the fruit. He gets the fruit from God Valley, and I want to see more. There is a theory I have about Garp, that I'm going to put the theory of Garp here. In that theory, I am basically explaining how the next flashback related to Rocks, Goldie Roger, Garling, and God Valley in general. We will see, we will learn of it from Garp. Garp is gonna have his memories taken from his mind, and we're gonna see it like a movie. We are gonna be Blackbeard looking at this. We are gonna be doing this because Pudding is gonna extract with her memo fruit the memories. I said 1,000 times, she is not with Blackbeard for reading poneglyphs. She is there for revealing the memories that Garp has of rocks. Blackbeard needs to have a conduit, a way of learning information from this very important past and very important situation, and that is Garp. That is Garp, undoubtedly. Let's do. I like it like this, a little bit darker, and then I think I'm just gonna add a little bit extra of line work, and we finished. It looks nice. I like the drawing. It's looking very cool, to be honest. This ball on the top as well. And let's do some extra lines there. This is Ivankov. I like how loud he is, and he just shows up and he's like, yeah! And then he's like, oh, Candy Boys, oh, Mugiraba boy. Oh, he's like, oh, Bonchan. All of them are candies. And yeah, like this. And his personality is contagious, I would say, is contagious. It's so difficult to believe that such a loud person ended up together with Dragon. That Dragon so far is the king of the introverts, and he is so quiet and so mysterious that yeah, he doesn't want to talk about anything. And then you have Iva in the contrary, that is completely the contrary side of this. And I like the contrast of characters for all of these things, for all of this kind of groups that Oda is making for the final battle. Okay, it's looking nice. It's looking nice. Maybe we cut a little bit there the crown, the queendom, the Kamabaka queendom crown, but it's okay. Ah, and let's not forget that I see that there's a little bit of kind of greenish or bluish decoration. I think it's kind of something like this, greenish. For I don't know how is this called, mascara I think it's called for the eye. Yeah, something like this. Looking good. Looking ready for fighting. He's doing a death wing. There, extravagant death wing. When I saw her fighting Magellan, like holding him, and you know, this I think is one of those points in One Piece that I was just mesmerized how there are unbeatable characters like Magellan, because we didn't defeat Magellan. I want to do a video about Magellan. I want to talk about how incredible he is and how undefeatable he is. They escaped from him, and they escaped by a moment. He was gonna capture them all again, and he was gonna destroy them all again. He is an honorable man, and man, so good. They escaped only because Mr. Chu did a good move there, and that's it. He's the savior, but if not, all of them would have been completely destroyed. Ivankov, Luffy, even Crocodile, all of them. Blackbeard as well, all of them. Let's see. Like this, looking nice. Looking very nice. Are you as well so curious to want to know or want to see, for example, how Ivankov ate the fruit, for example, like I mean, we see the God Valley flashback, but a little bit more, maybe a little bit more of lore in that, showing the 6 fruits, for example, or how they are kind of maybe trying to find the other 3 as well, but they can't because already someone else took them. The Hiruluk theory that I think I'm gonna put here as well, because why not? I'm explaining basically that I think after so many years of reading and rereading the manga and watching the anime, I think Hiruluk is a very important guy, a very important character. I think the explanations that he does to Chopper about what are the pirates. Oh, the pirates, you know, you can hear them clash with their power, this and that, and they are like epic. That was him in God Valley. That was him in God Valley, looking at the fight, not fighting because he is not a fighter, but looking at the fight, and yeah, and he's from that area actually, from the West Blue as well. So it can be okay. I think he was a famous thief. He took the fruits, and he is a very goofy character, a very silly character, a very clumsy character. I think he lost the fruits as soon as he arrived to Drum, and he didn't care much. He was like, okay, just I lost them. This is so typical me, and that's it. And then Chopper ended up eating one, Dalton ate the other one, Wapol ate the other one. That's why Wapol is gonna be at the end of the story with Bibi, that he's with Bibi at the moment with Morgans. That's why Chopper has a Ito Ito Nomi. It's a very epic fruit, like Luffy's. It's gonna be one of these big fruits, like the Gomu Gomu, that ended up being the Nika fruit. This is why I think as well Dalton will come back to assist as well. So there are many points in the story that that point to this connection. There is a very nice drawing on a SBS as well of Ivankov being drawn with a dragon fruit. So it's a massive dragon like Kaido, but instead of a dragon head is Ivankov's giant face, and this is because someone asked, oh, how it would be if they actually swapped fruits instead. He took the dragon instead of the thingy one, and Oda did a funny drawing. It's very nice. I love it. Let's do... The pearls are white, so the pearls we will leave them like this in white, okay? Just want to do a little bit of here dark. Like this. And I think I should add, even if it is simple down, a little bit of brown on the top, just for stability of the character, to make him sit here in the... on the page, okay? Ooh, I like it. Nice. Nice. We do the star as well. That wing. Yeah, I think we can sign for today. We talked a little bit about Ivankov in general, what we know about him, about her, what we know or what we kind of possibly try to guess regarding the connection with Crocodile and the possibility of swap the gender of Crocodile, the swapping of gender when he was almost dead because of Whitebeard, because that cut on the face, I think it comes from Whitebeard. There is a very important plot development that I think will happen in the live action season 2. I don't want to read much into it because obviously the live action is entirely another thing, but many things can be connected to the real manga. This is something that Oda is okay with it. The actor that is gonna be playing Crocodile in the season 2, probably only in the last episode because we still need to pass through many points to reach to that point, but the guy playing Crocodile in an interview shared that respecting the community, respecting the fans, respecting Oda, he's been thinking about how and why of the scar on the face, how and why he lost the hand and has a hook, how he ended up in ARABASTA. He kind of gathered some information of his own, he took his own conclusions, he had a conversation with Oda. Imagine that, having a conversation with Oda. Oda, if you are watching this video, just give me a shout and I will travel there to Japan, even if I have to sell everything, and I will go and have a chat with you. I don't speak Japanese, but I will find a translator or something that we are able to communicate. So, there is kind of implementations that this guy is going to be making for his character as Crocodile in the live action season 2, and is Oda approved? Oda said, yeah, okay. So, I think a proper conclusion or something that makes sense for me is if Crocodile was almost dead because Whitebeard cut him into pieces and almost killed him, Ivankov was around or was friend, nakama of Crocodile, female Crocodile at that point, and said the only way of saving you is that I transform you. Crocodile didn't want that, preferred to die, but Ivankov did it anyway, and they created a little bit of problem there. They went separate ways, obviously. And now Ivankov is able to manipulate Crocodile because of this Impel Down. That's a nice connection. That is something that maybe the guy said, it can be, even, lost a hand because Whitebeard fight as well, everything. The Whitebeard destroyed Crocodile, basically. And the connection with the world government, with Crocodile, that can be very interesting as well. We've been talking a little bit about, Ivankov and the God Valley and the connection that he has with the government as well. And it could be that after eating the fruit in God Valley, and he went on his own way before heading the way where Dragon was. I don't know if when he was a kid before knew Dragon already. I think probably he met him later on when they were more teenagers. But if in between that period of time a younger Ivankov met Crocodile and they went on an adventure together or something, a small adventure together, it can be as well. I would like it as well. These are two characters that are very cool, and it can have a lot of game. And yeah, it's very interesting. So Ivankov still has secrets to reveal. Ivankov still has info to give us regarding world government and regarding Imu and regarding the Void Century, 100%. I think he is a very clever person, a very learned person, and he basically had a very sweet and nice communication network inside Impel Down. He made this communication network stealing newspapers, stealing feeds from the Denden Mushis. So I think this is what he is doing as well outside for the Revolutionary. He is gathering information. Like Kaido knew about everything, Big Mom knew about everything. This guy, that is Dragon's, let's say, left hand, he should know about everything as well, like Dragon, okay? I think he is the main guy gathering information around as well, with his people, obviously. But apart from that, I like it. The drawing is cool. The conversation is cool as well. Let's chat in the comment section down below and check more theories in the show more section as well. Playlists, ancient weapons, supernovas, everything, please, and let's talk about it. Let's sign and finish for today. This is DavidViadel23, DavidViadel23, you can say it as you want, and this is the Man Dragon's Cave. I hope you enjoyed the video, I hope you enjoyed the theory, talk, discussion, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much, bye!